Hello everyone, Agent Coder here and welcome back. Today I'm playing Doki Doki Literature Club, which I've been wanting to play this for a little bit, even when I off video. And all my friends and even my girlfriend told me that it's like a horror game, which I don't see it. I know who this Monica girl is because of this image right here. That's the reason why I know who she is. That's really it. And this chick from that one weird music video, which I'm not gonna play. So without any more interruptions, let's get into it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that's being drawn to her. One thing is though, guys, I did play a little bit of this, and you know what the fuck happened? The file corrupted, so there's gonna be a lot of me redoing this, so I kind of know what happens. You'd write like a poem and everything, but the girl is Signori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friends you'll never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but it started in high school. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she keeps chasing me after that. I feel better off just running away. However, I sigh and I idle in front of this crosswalk and let Sonori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught up to you this time. Maybe because, why did I say Coder? I didn't put my name into this. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Coder. Well, if people stare at you acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all, because you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. However, whatever you say, Signori. We cross the street and make our way to school. Let's cut to when we're at school. Woo! Alright, so we came to school and I skipped too much. Well, you can come to my club. Signori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Signori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had interest in literature. In fact, 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one in the club to show interest after all, the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That says my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing a new member, and Nasuki made cupcakes and everything. And don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Signori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to plan all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Let's go! But generally, I don't see anything. Welcome to new members here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Signori always said nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Coder, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of innocent, incredible. I'm not saying that. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Girl with a sour attitude whose name seems to be Nasuki is the one I do not recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's possibly a first year. So freshman? Unless that's what they call people in certain parts of the world. They call them first years instead of freshmen. My brain blinked out. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Signori. You can just ignore her. She gets moody. Signori says quietly into my ear, then turns back around towards the other girl. Anyways, this is Nasuki. Always full of energy, and this is Yuri. We love Yuri! I love Yuri! This is not worth my time. Actually, it's worth my time. I love doing this. Don't say things like that. Yuri appears to be completely more mature and timid. He seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Signori and Nasuki. Nasuki these nuts. Okay, and well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, that's right. It's great to meet you again, Coder. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come and sit down, Coder. We made room to you at the table, so Let's get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Signori mentioned, it's been widened so that there was one more space next to Monica and one space next to Signori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. It still feels awkward taking a seat next to Signori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, hands in tray. Tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the table to avoid dozens of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little kittens. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ear. So cute. Had no idea you were so good at baking. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Signori grabs one and then Monica follows. It's so delicious. Signori takes some, talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. Oh, I turn the cupcake around in my fingers. It looks for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bit down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. So I already said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. I don't see it where this could go weird. I really don't. Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You have a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, you know, I believe you. Well, this tea and reading might not be my pastime for me, but I at least can enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faint smile to herself in relief. Monica raised an eyebrow and smiles at me. She's giving off weird, creepy vibes. Because, like I said, that one image of her at the table. I was afraid of this question. Someone was telling I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Signori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet and sorry to seem happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literacy Club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could have possibly been the board member of any major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand for politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if I encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilled my dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in this club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort out to start something new. Especially when something that doesn't grab their attention like literature. You have worked hard to convince people that both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events feel like a festival. And that's much more important. I'm confident and we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're so delighted by the new idea of a new member joining. Though, I really don't know if I can keep up with this level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Cutter, what type of things do you like to read? Considering the very little amount of reading I did in the past year, I really don't know how a good way to answer it. Manga. It's manga. Change your drink today. We got C4 because it's currently 1:25 in the morning, and I gotta get my energy. And I don't have any caffeine of these. Gamer subs, send me some. So yeah, I'm just enjoying a good C4. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that are built around deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And tells you a good story within foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. It seemed to be reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immer me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really gasped, something I can relate to at a minimum level. Minimum. I used to pronounce minimum very horribly. So let's get to some good shit. Okay, so I actually skipped a little too far. Wait, hold on. Let's go into history. Hold on. History. So here, where is it? I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Nasuki dart towards me for a second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nasaki? Monica seems like an asshole. She seems mean. Okay, so it seems like she's kind of like a cutesy person a bit. Don't know. I give that back. Fine. But your cupcake, your poems, everything about you just cute as you are. I'm not cute. Nasuki writes your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share it with them? No. Nasuki reverts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Nasuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I'm a philosopher. Maybe if you share one of your works, set example, help Nasuki feel more comfortable and share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Nasuki quizzingly. Okay, so here's a part that I got to that started messing up. I got to a part where you have to write a poem. Last time it seemed like it went more towards Nasuki, like this little pink hair bitch. But last time it said it kind of went towards her. I want to see what if I try to do an all cutesy feeling to it. Let's see. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we can meet and we'll all share with each other. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of this club. Isn't this the right code? Isn't that right, Coder? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's one problem. What's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I blundered back and forth about my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Suri had convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lost my train of thought. All four goers stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, Coder. I feel defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? This is writing poems is the price I paid in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. This guy seems like a fucking weirdo. I hope I die in this game. I hope this guy fucking dies. I want this guy dead. I want him dead. Right, okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. Every girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Signori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really scared me for a moment. So far, this one's the Nasuki's my favorite because she's kind of funny, but I love Yuri jokes. Welcome to Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. Now we officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share. Monica looked at me once more. Coder, I look forward to how you express yourself. I can impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nasaki clean up their food. Hey, Coder, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Signori and I never walk home anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. Our school did clubs weird. Like, one club every day. It's kind of weird. But also made it possible for kids to actually, go to multiple clubs. I was part of the TSA club. So hold on. Is the Technology Students Association one? I got this. I got first place in state for this pin design. Wow. I am so proud of myself. That was my first time going to state too. So I'm not gonna get on that topic or else I'm gonna be here all night. The whole way my mind wandered back and forth between the 4 girls: Sayori, Dosaki, Yuri, and of course Monica. See, the way they put Monica at the end, I feel like there's gonna be something about Monica. There's gonna be something, but I just can't put my finger on it. Perhaps I have a chance at growing closer to each one of these girls. This dude just went straight puh. I guess to start writing this poem tonight. Let's do a cutesy poem, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Cheer? Nope. Fuck. Happiness? Fuck. Color? Fuck. Kitty? Okay. Rose? Okay, fuck. Cute. Kiss. Sweet. Candy. Romance. Smile. Guess I'm getting a Sayori. Games. Okay. Swimsuit. Hair. Okay, so I'm like a fucking mix between the two. Hi again, Coder. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least can keep my word. I'm back at Literature Club. You know what? Let's skip to when we're reading poems, guys. Oh, this is a bit different. The thing's not... Okay, I'm a little concerned. Because I was going to skip... Because I got to this part where they all read. And for some fucking reason, it's not there. So now I'm a little concerned. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of literature sounds too dense and but it's not like that at all, you know. I just need to find my way to showing that to everyone. Something that speaks their creative mind. Doesn't that solve the problem, though? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will ever come here in the first place. It's a literature event. Is it more important to figure out how people want to show up in the first place, you know? Like, the creativity minds, like, what's that? So you're just talking about, like, taking this really seriously. It's rare for her to blatantly like this. That's a good point. In that case, what food do you think will do the trick? What kind? Well, cupcakes. That's good thinking. The Suki would love doing that. You're right. The Suki makes some of the best cupcakes. It works out perfectly. Like my creative tummy. Okay, that's funny. I'm hungry. Always... Anyways, we need to work out the details of the event ourselves. Are we skipping the... I was going to go into the detail. Yuri gave us a book, and that's all I know. I suppose that why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Why is she like really close to me? It's kind of scary to me. Open my eyes, I find Suri's eyes filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault falling asleep like that. This ain't napping class. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now, if you're in a club, you're going to spend less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say it out loud. I glanced over my shoulders to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though, yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What's about you? You look at me at your best, and you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? That's secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me a benefit of the doubt. Thought I heard something. The voices. They're getting louder. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori. It's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glanced over at herself. What written over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair is sticking out all over the place. Man, you can really brush this. My hair is really hard to get right. Don't fall for that. There's way more. There's more than just your hair. Like your bow's not even straightened. The toothpaste stain on your collar, but no one would even notice that. Of course, they wouldn't. They would. No one's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Oh, hold on. A little off topic here. Deadass, I thought about getting these, but with green. Unfortunately, I don't care about that. You're a meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Signori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button up her blazer from the bottom. When you look much better, you change your mind. I don't like this. This is too close for comfort. Man, that's so funny. What is it? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend that does these kind of things, huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about this, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy that we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is one so hard to close? No boob jokes. Why is this thing you fuck it properly? It did that when I bought it. If you ever button it, you would notice it sooner. That's why it doesn't fit you anymore. Why are you smiling about it? Does that mean my boobs got... Does that mean my bahaka donkas got bigger? Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see her blazer building up like that? Because it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Hesitate, unbutton her butter. Yeah. Phew. That's so much better. Seniority put her arms out and twirls. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Then why would you keep saying what? Then why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't. I don't. What? Why? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you would take better care of me than anyway. Oh, that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying that. All these embarrassing. So I guess when I was saying, you know what, I was trying to go for this lady, and I accidentally got this lady. It puts around the sort. Okay, I like this. Kind of like a. I wanted to play Class of 09, which this game is coming out, so I will be playing that for a video. And when this game finally comes out, GTA 6 is going to take up for most of my channel. I didn't say anything that embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on waking up early. Only be focused on going to bed early. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we take care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, so don't worry. But I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monaco suddenly calls out. It's okay. Oh my god. Okay. That's what's going on. Okay, so last time, insert, like, hold on. If it's not corrupted, I'll place it here. Okay, so when I got Nasuki, me and her were sitting in, where's my mouse? This corner over here. And we were just kind of reading a manga. But now since I got her, we're just kind of chit-chatting, you know. She's doing her little flirty bull crap. But what if I got Yuri? That's something I might come back to later. Yay, Coder, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt it sounded enthusiastic, but Yuri still trots over to leave her poem. By the way, do you remember the poem? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to read share with? I can't wait. I can already see Monica's pestilent handwriting from where I sit. You know what? Now we can cut to when we start reading poems. Okay, so we're going to start with Nasuki. So Nasuki, I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with hers first. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Nasuki rereading my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving my opinion. What's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this so I can be doing better things. In fact, I remember how much I want to read your poem. That's why I had in mind when I wrote in this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, you should be more careful with sharing my poem if yours is really this bad. Because you're supposed to show some dumb poem to make me go, huh? Well, it's not going to be great. Let's show you what a real literature looks like. And then you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you really liked it? And you reserved her eyes and caught in her throat. Blah, blah, blah. Too much dialogue. Oh, I'm joking. No, I'm still going to read. I already told you that you don't have to go around announcing to the world like you're so self-important. Pretty sure you actually said that. And said that mostly to yourself. Nasuki is really hating me or something. I can't figure it out what the win or loss, like she likes my poem. In that case, you still gotta show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's what it's all about. Yeah, I told you. You weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Yeah, just be honest. I am. Why are you so convincing that I wouldn't like it? So people don't take my writing seriously, but isn't the point of poem for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less vividly. Like when I read it aloud, but it hits hard. Like in this poem, Seek and everyone around you does great things, but really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is simple writing is so much more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling last line, so you know. I guess I went more into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. I learned something. Didn't you expect that from the youngest, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but Suki is feeling proud. I won't take that away from her. Okay, so let's do Monica. Hello, hi Coder. Having a great time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, you will have any suggestions for the club, like advice, or we can do it better. I'll always listen. I'm not afraid to bring things up, okay? I don't like her soulless eyes. Like I said, I feel like something's gonna happen with her. I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better going with the flow until I get more settled in. I want you to share your poem with me? That's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Coder. We're all a little embarrassing today, you know. But it's kind of sort of the barriers that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Shiori would say. Is that so? You and Shiori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we might be good friends, but Shiori are really different. Well, in that case, but maybe there are similarities that wouldn't you expect. The way she talks about you. So you two would really care about each other and well-being. Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think these kind of vibes is what I get from reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, it's not like Yuri. But in that case, Signori writing kind of gentle to feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. But who knows with someone who is happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, I told you, unexpected. Well, to each of our own. It shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying a lot of different things. It will take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Well, that's okay. I love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find a kind of style that suit you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. So don't force yourself to write the way someone else wants you to write. It's not like you're worried about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. It sounds pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. That does not mean I always feel like that, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. A hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the erections spunk. Okay. Can't read that. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for clues. No, I can't see. I real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched from the permanent copies of meaningless images. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Yeah, a hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he was on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free roam, and if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, it's the kind of style gotten too popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems that have been written empathy and on time between words and lines. Then I perform loud, so it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say I had kind of some influenced by my poem a bit. I'm like that. I'm kind of nervous talking about deep stuff like this because it coming off strong. Because maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get into something down on paper and tidy up later. In other words, the way I think about it, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So let's do Yuri. Cause we love Yuri. Stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why did you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might have been. Damn. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and I haven't gone anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. But what were you saying? Right. It's just that there's a specific writing habit that usually typical in new writers. It has been thought of mine, and I learned to pick up after them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they're trying to make new styles very deliberate. In other words, tend to pick up a writing style separate from topic matter in it, form fit the two together, and the result in both styles and expressive are weaknesses. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as demeanor has totally changed, her stemming is completely gone, and she's not like an expert. Of course, it's not something that you can blame for. There's so many different writing style techniques to go into a simple poem. Just not finding them and building them is, yeah. Building them. Is my mouse okay? I'm not. My hands are up. Y'all see my mouse, right? Editor to me, zoom in on that. It might take you a while, take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning. Hope everyone else at the club will give you valuable feedback. Nasaki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't talk about other people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Nasuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love sharing my progress. Her smile dimmer, which is kind of funny. After all, it is supposed to be a literature club. I can't fucking read this. Oh, hold on. If y'all want to attempt to read this, hold on. Let me just move this webcam real quick. I'll give y'all a moment. Okay. I mean, sorry. It's such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you so long to read it. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it can be really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since the first time sharing, I want to share something a little more mild. Something that's easy to digest, and I suppose. You're into ghosts, huh? Actually, that story wasn't about ghosts at all, Coder. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember, the poets are often expressing their own thoughts, feelings, experiences in their work. They usually do more simple stories or to paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is not lingering in her last remaining comfort place, unable to let go from her past. And as soon as... Oh, I don't know why I'm giving her like a nerd voice. But as soon as she left with nothing, there's a lot more... Solman? Put it that way? I haven't really thought about it like that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, there won't be too long before you pick up those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, so now we have Senori's. And this will probably be the last little area of this video because I'm tired. And I don't want to play too much of this game so I don't kind of bore y'all. So let's get into this last part. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Coder. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Senori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because you have no idea what you're doing, what I like either. Jeez. Your opinions seem more constant. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than most people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a coder protem. Bars, bar. We got me a title right there. This ain't any poem. This is a coder poem. Poem. Coder poet. Poem. Coder poem. That made me feel extra special. I feel your feeling in it. Signori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Signori. I'm really happy that you're the one that wrote it. And you wonder why I'm not making a he or yeah noise. I'm not. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but I'm not breaking my promise. See, like I said before, Coder, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying to do things like this for other people. And that's something that really good people do. Thank you, Signori. I'm not sure if Signori sees the full picture of my motivation here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much of it means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun, okay? And there will be any part of thanking you. Already, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! You read my poem too? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, I should read this. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like I miss you. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish the rain away? I look above to the blue sky. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Signori, is this a guess, but did you write this until the morning to write this? No, I just a little bit. I can answer a little bit. It's a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, this makes me a little bit feel better for myself. Don't be mean. I'm still trying my best. Yeah, but I didn't mean to say it's a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you're late for school. Is it bad to skip breakfast? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, next time I won't forget it. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. I guess everyone. I glance around the room. There's a little more stressful than anticipated, as if anyone's judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Ooh, we have some drama stirring. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respect and poem. As I read and timid, I watch each other's expressions change. The Suki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Do you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nasuki returns to the poem in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss this symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling about giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I'm trying to say something nice. Huh? Well, you mean you're trying your best to come up with something nice, you say. Thanks. But it don't really come off nice at all. Well, I do couple suggestions. Well, if you're looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Signori liked it, Coder liked it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you my suggestion on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my writing style, but I'm not expected to change anytime soon. Of course, I come across particular inspiration, which I haven't yet, and Coder liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Nasuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you're trying to, I didn't realize you're so invested on trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That is not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe if you weren't so jealous that Coder appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? Oh, how did I appreciate my advice more? Are you that so full of yourself? No. If I was so full of myself, wouldn't I be deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do so overly cutesy? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? No, I want to read that. I want to read it. Well, I wasn't the one who magically grew bigger as soon as Coder starts showing up. Nasuki, that's a little, doesn't involve you. Well, I don't like you guys fighting. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as I noticed them standing. Coder, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she's so overlearned, appreciate the simple writing and more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. That's the problem making poems for no reason. The meaning should jump off the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Coder. Wait. There's a reason we have such deep words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, avoiding them in most unexceeding limits to self and waste. You understand that, right, Coder? Well, how did I drive myself in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whom I agree with probably think highly of me. Okay, so I can cry to Yuri. No, just because of the thumbnail of this video. Nasuki, you're right. I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse to be so mean. You shouldn't pick fights with someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't take my poem seriously. Understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. There's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's poem is, you should simply put your feelings into it and become something that's more personal. That's why Nasuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that at all. I'm sorry. But Nasuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And it told her how you felt. That is how it happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It wasn't her that... Nasuki, that's enough. Both of y'all said something that didn't mean. Yuri apologized and don't think you should too. And Nasuki clenches her fist. In the end, no one takes her side. She's trapped at this point for being definitively only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me taking a walk to clear my head. Yuri doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll spare me from having to look at all y'all's faces right now. Without warning, Nasuki snatches her poem up from her desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles the poem in her hand, throwing in the trash. Nasuki, she really didn't need to do all that. I look across the room. Yuri is chin buried in her hands, staring down at the desk. I gently approach up and adjust the seat. Like guys need to, because I'm short. I'm this tall. Everything alright? I'm just so embarrassed. I can't believe you acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gone frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it so much well than anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Coder. You're being too kind. I'm thankful that I'm part of this club now. Here's one more thing. Everything Nasuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So what did Nasuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna make some tea. No, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. She was talking about her badongas. Okay, everyone. It's time for me to leave. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'll say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, Coder, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same thing. It's neat talking to everyone about everything. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something new about your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself. Did I just learn more in the kinds of poem everyone likes? With this luck, it means I can do a better job at pressing those I nod to myself and a newfound determination. Coder, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Beams at me. It's truly been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. So Yuri, about what happened earlier today? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Nasuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. Not really. The first time I've seen them fight like that, I promised they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I just see them making good friends with you. Phew. Coder, it's such nice to spend time with you in this club. But I think seeing you get along with makes me the happiest. And everyone likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Seniority has it covered in the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends is nice and all, but does it really need to stop there? I pat each other's shoulder. So I said that more to her than myself, but it's easier to use Sayori as a internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, with that, this can be the end of this video. This part 1 out of how many parts this video is gonna be. So with that, comment, like, and subscribe, and let's see you Monday or whatever shorts coming out.